Hello, hello. Thank you guys for joining me. Welcome to another Chrissy After Dark. I'm laughing because y'all are like, who's trying to get? It's a joke, okay? I know I'm not canceled. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Hold on, let me check on my end. Make sure the audio's good. Let me check on my end. Okay, it's good. Um, I'm just saying everybody's mad. The last video got everybody in their feelings. Black women, black men, the divestors. So, we're going to get into it, girl, because somebody just notified me that somebody created a thread on Bum Bitch Alley. So, and I wasn't going to say nothing, but I just feel like some things need to be addressed. And I'm going to pull up a few of the comments and we're going to go over them. Hey, everybody. Hey. Yeah, the last video about Kendrick really pissed a lot of black people off. I lost several hundred followers after that video, which I knew was going to happen anyway because I started losing them after the live stream I did, the Grammy live stream where I mentioned Kendrick. But yeah, like I lost like 400 people maybe. Um, so the girls are mad. And look, I'm gonna keep doubling down. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. And you're right. Whoever said I can't be canceled, that's correct because I'm already gaining the followers back. You lose some and you gain some. That's just how YouTube is. But there are certain videos that I make where they really piss people off and I lose a lot of followers. So, it is what it is. We needed to do some housekeeping. That's why I got the thumbnail that I have right now because, girl, we needed to get some people out of here apparently. But anyway, excuse me. Before I get into it, I just want to let you know I do have a second channel. I will be posting it over there as soon as possible. I'm actually working on some website content right now. So as soon as that's completed, I will resume content over there. And there was a couple people that was mad at me when I made the post about this earlier, but it is what it is. It's just the site on the content on that's going to be on the site is going to be very complimentary to the videos on the second channel, and I just feel like it'll just be a little bit better once that content is up on the website. So, but there will be content over there again after the website content is up, okay? So if you want to be the first notified of that content, the new content that's coming on the site, make sure you join the mailing list and the link is in the description box. No. Are you the one she loves? Are you the person who sent me the Bum Bitch Alley link of the thread about me? Are you the person? Because I literally just got that earlier and I was like, okay. When I read some of the comments, I was like, yeah, I think I need to address some of this because it's just getting a little bit ridiculous. And it's not just on Bum Bitch Alley, like it's on other places too. And I had to block a lot of people from under my channel because of that video because y'all are like, I don't know, exaggerating what was said. You're blowing things out of proportion. It's just getting a little bit ridiculous. Oh, okay. So it wasn't you. I'm not sure who it was. Anyway, so also I just want to give you guys an update on the copyright strike. They did remove the copyright strike from my channel. I'm not going to go into detail about what happened. If you want to hear that, you can watch, I think it's the live stream before the one I did about the Grammys. Some of you are aware of what happened, but I had what I felt like was a very wholesome video on my channel. Very helpful for Black women and girls. Some of you remember this video. And just an FYI, I did have consent from the model. The model knew that she was in the video. It was all good when she was getting followers sent to her page and all this stuff. Well, apparently she woke up one day and decided she didn't like me anymore and she didn't want the video up on my channel anymore. And so instead of reaching out to me and just saying, hey, can you take the video down? She filed a copyright claim and it resulted in a strike on my channel. And I couldn't have that because strikes are not good for your channel. And so I fought it. Long story short, I fought it. I won. YouTube ruled in my favor. They did restore the video. So I'm very happy about that. But yeah, there were even some comments about that too that kind of irritated me a little bit. Like one lady was like, "Oh, you just wanted to post her for free and this, you didn't have consent." I'm like, "I did have consent." And she was okay with me posting the video as long as she was getting followers. Like it was mutually, beneficial and really more beneficial for her than me. I don't make money from, copyrighted content. So I wasn't getting any money from it or anything. But yeah, I did have her consent. She had no problem with the video years ago because this video was like 4 or 5 years old. I don't know if I said something that she did not like or didn't agree with, but then she decided that she didn't want her video on my channel anymore. And so, yeah. But it's all good, And then also, my manager had reached out to her and she was like, hey, if you remove the copyright claim, we can definitely private the video. If you don't want it on the channel, it won't be up. She refused to do that. She filed the claim out of spite. And so, I had to go the legal route through YouTube to get the strike removed. And they did rule in my favor because she didn't even own all of the video. It was a whole big thing for no reason over this heartwarming, cute little video with this model and this little black girl. It's just so ridiculous. But I'm at the very least glad that YouTube decided that I was in the right. Yeah. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. Yeah, I was in my feelings about it for a minute, but it's fine now. It's fine. I'm glad YouTube rectified the situation. And going forward, if I do any more corrective promotion videos, I'm just going to have to do them a lot differently. I don't even know if I want to go through the trouble, to be honest with you. I don't know. So we'll see what happens in the future. Yeah, I know it was out of spite. I know it was. That's why I fought it. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to let this copyright strike sit on my channel. So yeah, In Squad says, not this girl again. Chrissie, I'm literally begging you to use my pictures. Oh my God. At least my cousins too. They're legit models and we love your content. Thank you. And listen, in the past, I was so, like, I would freely promote black women. It was nothing. Like, I would just, okay, you want to be promoted? Here you go. Like, I would show so many black women. I would just do it just freely, on DDS, on my channel, without a care in the world. But over the years, as I've come to find out how vindictive black women can be, and how sometimey they can be, how they can, one minute they like you, next minute they don't. And when they don't, baby, they go for blood. Like they're out for blood. They try to destroy you. So I just can't do that anymore. So if you send me something to promote, if I don't do it, just know it's not personal. I'm just avoiding the drama. That's all. That's all. I can't move the same. Okay? So I apologize, but I just can't. And unfortunately, and I will say this, it's not most of you that are the problem. But it only takes a few people to do damage. You get what I'm saying? So unfortunately, sometimes the few apples can ruin the bunch. Yeah, I have to cover myself. Exactly. Exactly. I hate it. I hate that I can't, promote with black women as much as I used to. But it is what it is. Uh, Just saying says, to be honest, I'm starting to think black women a little slow. If Kendrick loved y'all, he wouldn't have you dancing for beef, a but be one, a love interest, two, a financial beneficiary, three, wouldn't pedestalize men who abuse black women. Exactly. Exactly. And so that's a good segue into what I want to talk about. Let's get into these bum bitch alley comments, okay? I just didn't know it was this serious. To be honest with you, like I said in the beginning of the stream, um, I lost, a few hundred followers, which is not a lot, but I would say it's not a lot overall, right? But for somebody like me who usually, when I upload a video, I gain followers, 300 people, even 100 people, that's a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like, usually when I upload a video, I'm gaining, now my channel is kind of slow because I don't, upload as much. I'm not as popular as I used to be. So, in the past, when I uploaded a video, I would get thousands of followers, new followers. Now, usually when I upload a new video, I get hundreds of new followers. And if I lose some, it's like, I don't know, 20, maybe 10 people, maybe 30 people, something like that. If it's in the hundreds, that means a lot of people are mad. That means a lot of people are mad. And if I'm having to block a bunch of niggas, especially black men, that means a lot of people are mad. Because by default, if I have to block a lot of black men because they're mad at my video, it's only a matter of time where I'm also going to run into the same issue with black women. Because, a lot of black women like to cape for black men. So, yeah. But, like I said earlier, I was notified of this thread on Bum Bitch Alley. And I'm not going to read all the comments. I did go through the thread. The thread is like 3 pages long. I didn't, read every comment. But I noticed a reoccurring theme with some of the comments that I read. And also compared them to some of the comments I was getting under the video as well. And so I pulled the ones that I kept seeing repeatedly, and I just want to address some things. So this one says, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Meanwhile, if he, meaning Kendrick, got up there with all light-skinned women or non-black women, it would have been an issue. It's always armchair activists with something to say. Now, let's address this idea that, because this came up a lot. And honestly, this comes up a lot over the years when I speak on black men specifically, and just the media in general, and how they use the dark-skinned woman's image, right? And anytime I disagree with how black men or the media, white men, whoever it is, anytime I disagree with how they're using dark-skinned women's image specifically, the counter argument to that is always, oh, well, if they use all light-skinned women, it would be a problem. Sir, ma'am, do you know where you're at? No, the fuck it wouldn't. If Kendrick would have used all light-skinned women up there to, I guess, fight for the culture and fight for black men against white supremacy and against the system, I wouldn't have given a fuck. Do you hear me? Maybe other black women would have cared, but Chrissie would have been totally fine with that. Totally fine. Because for me, if it's not good promotion for dark-skinned women, or if it's promotion that's oversaturated, overdone, too lopsided, I would rather dark-skinned women not be promoted at all. And this is how I know. I don't know if some of these people don't follow me, or, they're not familiar with my content. I'm not really sure what the issue is, but y'all should know that I would not care. if they would have put all light-skinned women in the Black Panther movie, I wouldn't have given a fuck. Okay? Because I'm tired of dark-skinned women in particular being represented that way. Yeah, if they start promoting mostly mixed and light-skinned women as social justice warriors tomorrow, and they stop doing that for dark-skinned women, doing that to dark-skinned women, I will be so happy. So no, it's not damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I feel like some of y'all are conflating different groups of dark-skinned women. Me and other dark-skinned women over here, we will find it refreshing to see non-dark skinned women in the typical struggle roles that they delegate to dark skinned women and girls. We're tired of that. Yeah, non-black women, I don't give a fuck. Let all white women be the SJWs for white men. Let black men pander to and use white women and non-dark skinned women to fight their battles with other men. Hell yeah, let them use other women. Stop using dark skinned women. I welcome that. I wouldn't give a fuck. So let's be clear about that. And this one says, is Chrissie doing anything with her platform or money to put black women at the forefront, or just making femcel content, talking about 50-50 dating and other bullshit? And, this really, I shouldn't really justify this with a response, because my responses and my testimonials speak for themselves. Like, it's clear over the last 10 years what I've done for black women. The thousands of testimonials I get prove that. Literally, women telling me every day that I've changed their lives. And, the whole femcel thing, that's clearly a gaslighting tactic, a shaming tactic that people use to try to silence us, because there's nothing femcel about this content. And y'all know how I feel about that. I don't think femcels even exist. What woman can't get laid? What woman is involuntarily celibate? Come on. I mean, the term doesn't even make sense to me. I don't even think incels exist. To be honest with you, like, I think incel may exist more than femcel, but who out here is really involuntarily celibate? No, you're just not sleeping with people because maybe you don't have access to the people you want to sleep with. But that's not involuntarily. That means you're voluntarily not having sex or not engaging in sexual relationships because you can't attract the person that you want to attract. I don't have that problem. I don't think most people here have that problem. So, I mean, that whole femcel content talking point, I mean, that doesn't even hold up. It doesn't make sense at all. And then this person says, also, enough about Kendrick's spouse. They met as teens. That's another thing I kept seeing under the Kendrick video over and over again. People were like, whoa, but Chrissie, Kendrick met his fiance or his baby mama when they were teens. That doesn't make a difference. Who cares? If Serena met her white husband as a teen, do you think that would matter when it comes to how they talk about who she's with? No, it wouldn't. What matters is that she's with a white man now. And why are we acting like teen black boys can't be colorists? Like, and what does him meeting Whitney as a teen have to do with him pandering to dark-skinned women now? There's certain shit you just should not do or say if your politics don't match up with your romantic choices. I don't care when you made those choices. If you made that choice as a teen, then that means you in your adulthood should not be exploiting dark-skinned black women or pandering to them, because that's a conflict of interest. Like, at that point, anything you do in regards to colorism and say about dark-skinned women is null and void, because your actual relationships don't line up with your politics. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter when you made that decision, you just cannot do it. And I would say the same thing to anybody who maybe, made a romantic choice when they were less woke and then became woke. Okay, so what? So what? It doesn't matter. Okay, you woke up and you're still with a white person. So there are certain things you just can't say. There are certain things you can't participate in. That's just the way it is. And I feel the same way about the black men in my family who, had babies with white women, right? And then you became woke and now you're somewhere calling black women bed wenches, or you're listening to Tariq Nasheed and now you think you have the right to say something pro black and put black women in check. No. And this applies to the men online too. These quote unquote pro black men making this content. What's the dude's name? Phil from the Advice show. Yeah, him married to a whole non-black woman, talking shit about black women who date out. No, you're not qualified. I don't care if you met your spouse and you got with your spouse when you were not woke. The point is, you're with them now. And that makes you not qualified to speak on certain things. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Because again, if it were a black woman, the rules would be the same. It wouldn't matter when she met her spouse or her baby daddy or whoever. So I'm not going to follow rules that black men wouldn't follow. And I'm not going to apply these rules, these non existent rules, to other black women. No, that's not how it works. And if black women can't play by these rules, then neither can black men in my eyes. No, absolutely not. And then this person goes on to say, by that same tired ass logic, I hate dark skinned black men because my boyfriend is light skinned. Meanwhile, I've dated black men of all shades. When did I say Kendrick hated black women? I said he was pandering. I didn't say he hated black women. So no, and you know what's just so interesting to me is that on this very site, on Bum Bitch Alley, who black women lay up with always matters on that site. Always. They're always making threads about black women who date out and black women who have mixed race children. They're always talking about that. But then when it comes to a black man, oh, who he's with, oh, that doesn't matter. What? Y'all always talking about Serena Williams dating a white man and dating light skinned men and wanting a mixed race baby and wanting to be light skinned. Who else did I see a thread about over there? Jodie Turner Smith and what she said about her light skinned daughter. There was a thread over there about that. Y'all cared about that. So like I don't believe you guys when you say that it shouldn't matter who people date, because with black women it always matters. It matters to both black men and black women. So like why are we playing these games? And then she said, let's leave all of these pathetic faceless YouTubers putting bullshit incel content and silly ass relationship advice behind us. Please. You're never gonna do that. You're never gonna do that, because every time I make you mad, you're gonna make a thread on Bum Bitch Alley and I'm gonna get views from that thread. So I really should be saying thank you, because you contributed to that video getting views. So thank you. But you're not gonna do that because you guys are easily triggered and you easily engage with things that you don't like. So you're never going to put it behind you. So I appreciate that though, because that's bringing me views. So thank you very much. And so this one says, oh wait. Wait, where are we at? Sorry. I'm not sure why. Am I going in and out for you guys? Is my voice okay? My CPU is high for some reason on my computer. Okay, so this one says, and so I guess the original poster, this is from a different thread. This is not from my thread. This is from a different thread that was sent to me about Kendrick on Bum Bitch Alley. And this person was asking, has Kendrick or any of his crew, have they ever dated a woman who looks like Serena? Which is a good question. It was a good question. And so, I was looking through that thread and I found some commentary that, I thought was interesting. So this person says, and these are who I think are women who are making these posts, but you just never know. But they sound like black women. I'm just going to assume that they are, but they may not be. You never know. But this person says, do you think a man wanting to fuck a dark skinned woman is the pinnacle of respect and honor? Because I care more about standing up against colorism and employing dark skinned women, which is what he did, talking about Kendrick. And she says, not all of us are even attracted to men. I'm so over the weird mentality that the highest honor a woman can have is a man wanting to have sex with a woman who looks like her. It's weird as fuck. And she said, consider it a no. I say maybe, but who's looking into the sex life of him and his team? So this is who I am assuming to be a lesbian woman, because she says, uh, like not all of us are even attracted to men. And as I was reading the thread further down, I think I did see some other comments where she said that she was a lesbian. And so I'm like, I'm sorry, but if you're a lesbian woman, you can't tell straight women or heterosexual women, even bisexual women, women who are attracted to men, you cannot tell them how to feel about how heterosexual men are using their image. And you can't tell them how to feel about them pandering to them. A heterosexual man. Like, you're not even interested in men. So this is really not your conversation. So you should have set this one out. And I'm pretty sure if it was a situation where it was lesbians, right? And they were pandering to you, or what do they call it? Is it gay baiting? What is it called? Y'all know what it's called. I forget what it's called. But where people are like pretending to be gay for money kind of thing. You wouldn't appreciate that. And so why are you telling straight women to just give a pass to a straight man? That's basically pandering to them. Yeah, queer baiting. That's what it's called. Y'all know what I meant. You know what I meant. Yeah, so it's like, and so it's like, this is not even your conversation. But I get tired of people telling straight heterosexual black women and black women, period, how to feel about how their image is being used, especially when they can't relate. And there's another comment in here like that too. Where is it? I'm gonna skip one real quick. Yeah, this one says, sorry, I gotta look at this on my phone because I can't see on the actual screen. But this says, I don't need someone to date someone that looks like me or even want to sleep with me to see my worth as a black woman. Someone who is willing to stand up for me and protect me as a woman is more than enough. Some of the ways people think on this site is super weird. My worth doesn't start at the end of a man's loins. So it's like, and look, that has 910 likes. This is on a site that has an audience of mostly black women. So almost 1,000 black women agreed with this at the time where I took this screenshot. So we have to assume that there's a lot of black women who think like this. Like, oh, this man doesn't have to date anybody who looks like me. They don't have to show up with nobody who looks like me. They don't have to have kids with a woman who looks like me, as long as they make me feel good. Because be clear, because she says here, someone who is willing to stand up for me and protect me as a woman. How did Kendrick's Super Bowl performance protect you as a woman? Did that put any money in your pocket? Did that shield you from racism, systemic racism, or colorism? How did that directly help you as a black woman outside of making you feel good? How did that protect you as a black woman? None of this is making any sense. And see, this is part of why black men come to black women with the bare minimum, because y'all don't require shit of these niggas. You don't even require them to pass on their legacy to a woman with your likeness and your image. All other races of women do that, but you. And you wonder why your men are trash. And it's not all your fault, but it's partially your fault. This is why. A white woman will literally disown her children if they don't pass on their legacy to a person who looks like them. Literally. A white woman, they won't support a platform if they don't see themselves on it. If white women, listen, they won't buy a magazine if they're not represented in that magazine. They don't look at content or media that does not represent the white woman's image. But here you are saying that that type of shit doesn't matter. Well, this is why we're where we're at as black women. This is part of why, because you don't care enough. Exactly, Dominique. The standards are in hell. They are in complete hell. And it's like, for somebody to see your worth as a black woman, that starts with them choosing you to be with. That's where it starts, honey. It starts with them passing their legacy onto a woman with your image. That's where it starts. Seeing your worth, that's where it starts. And we know that that's true because anytime a black woman like Serena Williams gets with a white man or passes her legacy onto a white person, that's the first thing y'all talk about. Oh, she's watering down her genes with that white man. Oh, she's passing her wealth and her legacy to a white man. All that money, all that wealth to the white person, to the white community. But when it's a black man, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he's hiring a bunch of dark-skinned women to pander to you and to get back at Drake. That's all that matters. Yeah, y'all standards are in hell. I'm so sorry. And like I said in my last video, for those women who got the opportunity to be in Kendrick's videos and got the opportunity to dance with him on the Super Bowl stage, that's good for them individually. That is good for them. They got paid for that. So, yeah, technically, okay, yeah, certain black women benefited from that. So, on one hand, I do understand what you're saying. But the point is, you were used as a pawn. You were used to pander, not out of any real love or desire or respect or honor. Because again, he wasn't doing that before. When Kendrick had a chance to put a black woman with the Richard Pryor afro in that Humble video, like he said in his song, he couldn't even do that. But you want me to believe that all of a sudden he cares so much about black women because he's now including dark-skinned women and plus-size dark-skinned women in his videos after this beef with Drake? No, it's pandering. And look, the whole industry panders. So, there's no getting around that. But damn, don't make it so fucking obvious. That's the issue. Don't make it so obvious. And also, show up when it counts. If you can't show up when it counts for dark skinned women and girls, and this doesn't just go for Kendrick, it goes for everybody in the industry who claims to care about us and love us and respect us. If you can't show up when it counts and just promote us just because outside of when it fits your agenda, then yeah, I can't take you seriously. It's not real. It's not real. And again, if this is what y'all call protection, a Super Bowl performance where the black man doesn't even own the stage, he doesn't own the Super Bowl, he's not giving you any, the collective of black women, any tangible benefits. If this is all it takes for you to be satisfied, if this was what you consider protection, girl, you ain't, baby, we ain't ever gonna ever, and which I already knew this, but you're never gonna get what you want out of these niggas. Which we already knew that. We're not waiting on that. But I'm just saying, like, all you black women who are, and you think like there's gonna be this Wakanda and this, huge revolution that Kendrick was talking about, it's never gonna happen because y'all are not requiring an actual revolution from them. This is enough for you. Like, why would they make it a revolution or do anything for you when this is all it takes for you to be satisfied? Like, oh my God. Like, when I was reading these comments, I was like, this is why we can't have nice things. Like, that's just what it is. This is why we can't have nice things. Because y'all don't require nice things. I mean, the bare minimum black women are, yes, black men, yes, black men. For the bare minimum. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then you mad at me when I call it out. Like, I can't. I can't. Now, what does this one say? Let me pull it up on my phone. This person says Chrissie should have been canceled to oblivion a long time ago. This was the same trash ass cunt that posted a prostitute or quote unquote escort, dark skinned black woman sandwiched between two old white men, smiling to the camera like it was a good thing. And she defended the woman and posted and post because her pick me ass said that it shows non-black men being attracted to a dark-skinned monoracial woman. She gives major escort and side piece of married old white men vibes. Don't think that because she has a beef with people like a certain channel, I will, because I don't do free promotion over here, so I blacked it out. She said that she is somehow sane. She is very embarrassing and male identified, and I wish black women would have dropped her ass when she started downplaying marriage and venerating escorting slash sugar babying aesthetic and strategy. Girl. And I was like, what the hell? So I post that one photo of that woman, which by the way, she was married. She was married to a white man and had a boyfriend. So she was in a polyamorous marriage, which I'm sorry, y'all, they do exist. I know they're taboo, but it's a thing for some women, right? So she was not an escort, not to my knowledge. She was not a sex worker, to my knowledge. Um, yeah, and so who the fuck cares? And so, but do you see what I'm saying? How the race of the black woman's partner matters, but somehow it shouldn't matter to Kendrick Lamar? Because why does it matter that she was sandwiched between two old white men? So the fuck what? She was getting her bills paid. She had a husband and a boyfriend. Who the fuck cares? How many wives does Dr. Umar Johnson have? Ain't Neo running around here talking about his three quote unquote wives. Your favorite persuasion. Thank you, boo. She says, these are the same black women still swooning over Morris Chestnut after seeing him show his light as hell wife more on social media. I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But I'm glad you see it. Like, right. And then the idea that I somehow promote sex work, I've said several times that even though I don't have anything against sex workers, I would never outwardly promote it or condone it because it's so dangerous for women. I have said that so many times. So how am I promoting escorting and sex work? Hypergamy and escorting and sex work is two different things. And I'm always saying, marry before you carry, get the ring before you have his baby. I'm always saying that how important marriage is and how it comes with certain legal benefits for women and children. So when did I ever start downplaying marriage? When did I ever do that? In fact, I always say hypergamy or nothing. So none of this is making sense. Just admit that you like Kendrick, you liked his Super Bowl performance, and you're mad that I'm criticizing it. All this other stuff is unnecessary because it's not true. It's not, you're lying at this point. And then she says here that because her pick me ass said that it shows non-black men being attracted to dark-skinned monoracial women. I'm pretty sure when I made that post, I specifically said, if you're gonna do polyamory, this is what it should look like. And it was very tongue in cheek. It was very like jokey joke. It was like, this is the only type of polyamory that makes sense. Like, and it was supposed to be funny. And I deleted it because y'all were like actually getting mad about it. Videos were being made about it. Niggas in the manosphere were making videos about that post. And I was like, okay, I don't want to, I don't want this woman's photo to be posted because of my post. So I took it down. So I took it down trying to protect her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like y'all really got butthurt about that. And so when you sit here and like try to act like who Kendrick is with doesn't matter, but anytime you bring up a black woman with a white man, it's just all this vitriol and anger, then that lets me know that it does matter. And it matters a lot what somebody's partner looks like. Girl, yes. That's why I removed that post because y'all, not y'all, but the people went crazy over that shit. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take it down because now it's getting too serious. That was supposed to be a lighthearted post, like ha ha ha. This is when I say polyamory, this is what I'm talking about. Like, obviously, and because and I believe that because like if you're gonna do poly, you need to be the one with the two partners, not the man. Fuck that. That was the whole point. The race of man really didn't even fucking matter. The point was, you supposed to if you're gonna agree to a polyamorous setup, you be the one with the multiple partners. And y'all got mad. And let's just be real. The real reason you got mad was because she was sandwiched between two white men. You were mad because if it was two black men, y'all wouldn't have cared. Let's just be honest about that. If it was two niggas, y'all wouldn't have given a fuck. Or this person wouldn't have cared. But it was because it was two white men. Yeah, I mean, Dragon Lover says, right, well, black men. Yeah, black men would have cared. But I'm talking about black women. Like, I was honestly shocked at how many I don't know why I was shocked. But yeah, black women were mad about that too. But when that manosphere nigga made the video, I said, okay, let me go ahead and take it down. This is just, it was not supposed to be all of this. Like, oh my goodness. But that just goes to show you too how people react when black women specifically have their cake and eat it too. The same way everybody else is doing in this world. As soon as black women have their cake and eat it too, all hell breaks loose. I was just like, is it really this deep? And I pulled this particular comment because this wasn't the only comment that was in there like this. Like, I guess people really got mad about that post, like more than one person. I was like, wow. And so I'm just tired of people acting like, whenever when it's about a black man, the race of the partner does not matter. What he looks like, what the person looks like does not matter. But when it's a black woman, that's all that matters. Dominique says, I really didn't think it was going to be that serious when you posted it. Yeah. I'm like, calm down. My God. And so, I'm not going to read any more of these posts. That was from this thread. But that was the comment. Oh, another thing that they were bringing up, in which I didn't pull any of these comments, but they were like, oh, well, Chrissy, you misread the whole crip walking thing. The reason why Serena was crip walking was because she was trying to, I guess, I don't know, get back at the when they were criticizing her for crip walking at one of her tennis matches. Even still, it was still, the optics were bad. Like, I don't y'all be bringing up stuff that really don't matter. Like, okay, fine, and my point still stands. Optics wise, the shit was ghetto. And also, even if that was her reason for doing it, Kendrick had her there doing it for a different reason. That had nothing to do with that. So the point I was making still stands. She was still used as a pawn in this uh Kendrick and Drake beef. Like, y'all just be bringing up the shit that just don't even matter. It was because Chrissy, you wrong on this part, because the reason she was doing that is because all the racist people, well, the fact that they were criticizing her for that, and I think she got penalized for doing that, right? For crip walking at one of her tennis matches. Just the fact that she got penalized for that kind of proves the point I was making in the video. Bringing that hood shit with you to certain spaces, it don't translate well. And Serena doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to do it. She doesn't benefit from that. And I, maybe this needs to be a separate video, because like one woman, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw the comment, but one woman under there was like, "Oh, well, Chrissy, is there anything in black culture that we can preserve? Do we have to all just be whitewashed? Do we all have to give it up?" Is that what you think about when you think about crip walking? Is that something you have to keep? Is that something that's just so great about black culture that you have to keep? Because when I think about shit, like, I think about like music, certain music. I think about art, certain art, right? Black art, black music. That's the type of shit I would like to preserve. Black food, some of the food, not all of it, some of it. And even with that, you can tweak it a little bit and make it healthier, some of the unhealthy food. But why, when we talk about preserving parts of black culture, why is it some of the most ghetto hood radish shit? Like, oh, well, twerking, we can't twerk. We have to be whitewashed, so we either have to twerk or be whitewashed. Like, there's no in between. There's no gray area between twerking and being whitewashed. Like, come on, black women. Like, we gotta stop with this bullshit. Like, this is just dumb. It's dumb to me. Yeah, hairstyles. Right. You think about crip, like, the minute I say black women, you might want to leave the hood shit alone. The crip walking, that's a little, it's a little much. Well, Chrissy, you don't want us to keep any of black culture. Why do you want to keep that? Why is that the part you want to keep? Okay, maybe it's because you're from Compton. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know, but like, come on, like, does it have to be that? You can't keep something else. Can we pick something else? Somebody make a list. Can we pick something else? I can't. I mean, we got baked macaroni and cheese. That's very black American. And so many people are doing their renditions of baked macaroni and cheese. We kept that. Can that be something we keep? Braids? I don't know. Does it have to be something that originated from an actual street gang? Like, yeah, collard greens. I mean, something else. I just, y'all be doing the most. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, and now people are gonna be saying, Chrissy, you're not from Los Angeles. You're not from California. You're not from Compton, so you don't understand. It's cultural. That's gonna be the next thing that y'all put in the comments. Yeah, and look, she Love says Serena was on Beyonce's Sorry, so I think she does it because she wants to. And Serena can do whatever she wants. Like that's fine. And look, Serena can do that, and she can even get fined for it, and she'll still be fine. She's Serena Williams. But my point in bringing that up was like, ladies, after you've reached a certain age, after you've married out, after you've leveled up to a certain point, optics wise, certain things and certain behaviors don't look good. They're not very becoming. Not just to white people, but just in general. A woman of Serena's caliber, no, it kind of looks tacky. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have to do that. And for everyday black women, it's you may not come out on the other side the same way Serena will. That was my whole point of saying that. And in terms of it being conducive to leveling up, it's not. And I wasn't just talking about crip walking. I was talking about ghetto hood behavior in general, trying to bring that over into leveled up spaces. If you're interested in leveling up, moving up in class, social climbing, which if you're here, most of you are interested in that, then bringing that hood shit over to when you're trying to a space that you're trying to level up in and social climbing, not gonna work. That was my point. And okay, if Serena got some type of personal gratification from this, good for her. But optics wise, it wasn't a good look because of how she was being used by Kendrick Lamar. And that's the problem I have. And the problem I have also is that it sends a message to other black women where you think that type of shit is okay. And you're willing to be used by black men in the same manner. And no, I'm not ever going to be okay with that. Yeah, Mo Girl says, stop with romanticizing gang culture. And like I said in the video, and I'm not going to repeat everything I said in my Kendrick Lamar video. If you want to see it, go watch it. But like I said, I with the way the black community has treated Serena Williams specifically, they didn't deserve that from her. Again, I'm glad it made her feel good personally, but they didn't deserve that. And it goes to show you that it doesn't matter how much money a black woman has, how many accolades she has. There's still that part of a lot of black women where I'm sorry, but the self esteem got to be a little bit low for you to allow yourself to be used in that manner. It just does. And y'all can disagree with me, but that's my opinion. And y'all saying, "Oh, well, who Kendrick is with doesn't matter." But again, like I said in that video, that man on Twitter, that black man who made that post of Serena and her husband, and he picked the most unflattering picture of her husband on purpose. And he was like, Serena, crip walking for the culture, but goes home to this, talking about her husband. And he looked so bad in that picture. And that, I don't know how many views or likes it has now, but it had millions of views and hundreds of thousands of likes. But y'all are on Bum Bitch Alley talking about who a black man marries and dates doesn't matter. They don't feel the same way about you, ladies. They don't. And that's another reason why y'all look foolish saying stuff like that. It's like, girl, it's like everybody gets it but black women. Rose says she too classy for that. The only thing that symbolized was black women lowering themselves and dumbing themselves down to bond and be on black men's level to be down. Exactly. Exactly. It was a bad look. And thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Shanna. She says, I really wish that Serena would move like Eve. Yeah, Eve has said some shit that I didn't like in the past too, but you're right. She does move a little bit better than Serena for sure. Like she does not get involved in this ghetto shit anymore. It seems like she completely left that shit behind, as she should. And they mad at her for it. When they posted that picture of her with all of her husband side of her family sitting at that table, baby, I cackled. I was cracking up. I was like, damn. And everybody was like, blink twice if you're okay. That woman is just fine. Baby, she is comfortable. Okay? That shit was hilarious. Mm-hmm. That's what I saw when I looked at the picture. I was like, she looks like she's at peace to me. It don't look like them white people are bothering her. And look, even if what y'all were projecting on that picture, even if that was true and she was somehow uncomfortable, I think it was around the holidays. That's one fucking day or one weekend or a few days with your in-laws. Who gives a fuck? And she going right back home to her white man and they're whoever else they're around. So who gives a fuck? Even if she was uncomfortable, which I don't think she was. But I'm just saying. Like a lot of y'all are going around your black in-laws and are very uncomfortable. Y'all fighting at every fucking holiday. You dread going to your in-laws house or your baby daddy's mama house because somebody always fighting over there, somebody always arguing. His mama don't like you. So how about we talk about that? Y'all don't want to talk about that though. Y'all want to talk about all the dysfunction you deal with around your black family members and why you don't like going to the functions. But you worried about Eve and her $1 billion husband and his rich ass white family members. Come on now, stop. This is ridiculous. Y'all got bigger problems in your own community, okay? Shanna says, also to add, when they asked Eve to blink twice for help, why didn't they ask her then to blink twice when Stevie J was beating her ass? Hello. Thank you. That part. Exactly. Exactly. And that goes to the point I was saying about the dysfunctional black community. Y'all don't want to talk about the community and their dysfunction and how you need to be asking them little girls to blink twice if they need a help when they around Uncle Jerome. Okay? You ain't asking them little girls to blink twice, but you worried about Eve around her black family members. Okay. Sit the fuck down. And again, I don't even fuck with Eve like that. I forget what she said in the past that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm just saying, like, I'm using her as an example to compare Dr. Dre, but you want to act like you care about Drake being a pedophile. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, wait, can y'all hear me? What is OBS doing? Okay. Yeah, so look, everybody who okay, when did I go out? Did I go out for a minute? Y'all saying y'all can hear me now. What happened? What did it sound like? Yeah, that's what it was. Asia says Eve was being colorist and being dismissive of colorism on a talk show. Yeah. Ray says, I love your content. Any tips slash advice on dark skinned women being their authentic selves, navigating leveled up environments? At times, I'm the only one in these spaces, and I get looks, comments from all people. Yeah, I did a video about imposter syndrome, and it's on my website, and I am gonna be doing a flash sale for that in March. So, um, you can find that in that video, and I put it on the website because people were again acting really weird about those social climbing videos. But you can be yourself, but just know that just like you code switch at work, you'll have to code switch sometimes in leveled up environments. That's just how you play the game. So you can't be always 100% yourself, just like you're not 100% yourself at work all the time. So part of leveling up black women, I think, is giving up the need to always keep it real everywhere you go. That's just not possible when you're trying to social climb. You can't always keep it real. Sorry. But yeah, I agree with the Ivory. She says have an entitled mindset. Yeah, know that you belong there because you're there. If you didn't belong there, you wouldn't be there. And let them look, girl. They gonna look. And I will say, as somebody who is a little bit asocial, I don't always like the staring either. It's not always comfortable to me either. But you just got to push through. And another thing I think is you can't always expect to be comfortable. That's another thing. You're not going to be 100% comfortable all the time. So get used to being uncomfortable. I think the biggest misconception is that, when it comes to leveling up and it comes to social climbing, people just think it's always going to be fun and it's always going to be comfortable and you always get to keep it real and it's always going to be great. It's not. And that's okay. That's the nature of it. It's not always comfortable. The time to be yourself is in your private time. The time to keep it real and do whatever you want to do is, around your closest friends and your private time, when you're in your leisure time, when you're chilling, not in leveled up environments. I mean, that's just the way it is. I don't think anybody else really says it like that, but that's just the truth. Yeah, peace and love says don't be afraid to be disliked. Exactly. Because you will be disliked. If you're sometimes when you're the only black person in a certain space, that's just what it is. And sometimes you will be liked. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if I cared about being liked, I would have been off this platform a long time ago. A long time ago. And, that brings me to what I wanted to say about the divestors, because apparently they were also mad about the video because I mentioned them for 3 seconds. And let me make it clear to the divestors who are listening, I could care less about you talking about black men, because I was watching one of their live streams earlier, and it seems to be that they think I care about what they talk about on their channel. I don't care about you talking about black men. That is not why I brought you up in the last live stream. My point that y'all apparently did not grasp is that most people don't actually believe that you're divested with the way you go on and on about black men. Nobody believes you. That was the point I was making. Just like, I felt like Serena was looking for some type of validation from the black community, or, a little bit too invested, I should say, in the black community. That is how I feel about these divestors online. And that's what I was saying. And just know, this is to the divestors, just know that whenever I hear you throw shots at my platform or my content, I'm going to throw them right back every time. Every time I hear it. I'm not going to keep ignoring the shade that you throw at me and my channel and my content whenever I hear it, because I don't hear everything. But whenever I hear it, if I feel like throwing shots back, that's what I'm going to do. So if you want to keep throwing shots back and forth, we can do that. Divestors are not the only ones that are allowed to talk shit. I can talk my shit too. It's like, and I feel like they are some of the most touchiest, sensitive black women on YouTube. It's getting a little bit ridiculous. They were mentioned for 3 seconds in that last video, but they can throw shots at me all the time in their videos. They can talk about me all the time in their Discord, on their Patreon. They can talk about me everywhere. But the minute I mention them for 3 seconds, it's just like the meltdowns. No, you talk your shit, I'm gonna talk mine. So deal with it. And if you don't want me to talk shit or throw shots at you, then stop throwing them at me. That's how this is gonna work. And I'm gonna also need you bitches to stop worrying about my workout abilities and worry about your own weight loss journey that you're clearly on. Worry about your smoking habits, because we hear all up in your voices that you're still struggling with that. Your weight loss and your smoking habits. So worry about yourself. I didn't say nothing personal about any of you in the 3 seconds I mentioned divestors in my last video. So you bitches need to grow up. And you need to stop making corny fat jokes that aren't even funny, especially at your big age and your big ass. Okay? Because we all know that you're still, trying to lose weight. So don't worry about what I can do on the treadmill. You worry about yourself and how your weight loss journey is going. Don't bring up mine. Worry about yours. Okay? Oh, they know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a specific divester in particular and her friend that got mad at me mentioning them for 3 seconds. And you know what's interesting? Like, I find it interesting that me mentioning the divestors for 3 seconds in my last video, it triggered such a strong response from them. Yet they ignore all the other people that are mentioning them. The psychoticals, oh, they used to mention them all the time. I don't know about now. I really haven't been watching their videos like that, but I know for a minute I was hearing the psychoticals and seeing the titles too. Divestors, I mean, they were dragging them. And other sectors as well. They've been dragging y'all for filth. I don't hear you saying a word to them. But you respond to me mentioning you for 3 seconds. And mind you, these were the same women who said in their Discord group that I was scared of the psychoticals, even though when I went in on the psychoticals. in several videos. So are y'all scared of them too? Because I mentioned you for 3 seconds, and you pulling out whole slides in the live stream to address me, but you ain't addressed the psychoticals yet. Why? Are you scared? I just find that interesting. That's all I'm saying. Because the psychoticals be dragged. Girl, they used to drag divestors. I don't know if they still doing it, but I know they used to. I was like, dang, where's the smoke for them? Because, me, Paris, Milan, we used to get hours long live streams when we mention them. But the psychoticals don't get no smoke. I just find that to be. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because in their Discord group, they were saying I was scared. So I don't know why they scared of the psychoticals. I think that's weird. Mo Girl says, yep, pick and choose. Yeah, they sure do. Dominique says, can people just stay on their own in their own lanes? I don't know what it is, but they just think I'm never supposed to respond to them. But that's not how it works. You throw shots, I'm gonna throw them back, and especially now when I don't give a fuck anymore, I'm gonna keep throwing them back. So if you don't want that, then stop throwing them. Simple. Cause I hardly ever mention people who don't mention me. Or let me rephrase that. I usually only mention people if they mention me. And y'all know that. Or if they throw shots at my content, yeah, I'm going to throw them back because I'm petty like that. So get over it. And I'm still, and the one bitch, she was like, oh, what did she say? I'm going to bake some cakes on you, bake them, honey, and I'm going to throw them right back at you. We can do this. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. I'm going to keep mentioning you as long as you mention me, either directly or indirectly, and there's nothing you can do about it. Big Duck Energy says they don't bring the same number of viewers. Yeah, that's possible too. That's possible too. Yeah, I'm the bigger channel. That's very true. And that's very true. But no, but you know what? They respond to smaller channels too. They've responded to smaller channels in the past. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think and this is not just the divestors, but I think that people are very used to me ignoring the shade. They're very used to me not responding and just, taking the high road because I'm the bigger channel and they think I'm never supposed to respond. But no, I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not always going to do that. Mystery No Name says she's the scary one. She literally needs a panel to help her drag. Yeah, it's like, you know, now it's what, three against one, but before it was like 6, 7 women against one. Yeah, all I need is me. I don't need help. But I just, you're never gonna stop me from clapping back. And this goes for anybody. If you throw shots over here, chances are at some point I'm gonna throw them back. So if you don't want to hear yourself mentioned, even if it's for 3 seconds, if you don't want me to throw shots back at your content or shade you in a video, then don't shade me. I mean, that's the easiest way to get me to shut up. Don't shade me. Don't throw shots. And I won't throw them back. It's simple. Dominique says, why are they even thinking about you as my thing? Girl, it's crazy. And they really think it's so crazy how many people on this platform will accuse me of being obsessed with them when they literally can't keep my name out their mouths or can't stop, sneak dissing me or throwing shots at me. They just cannot stop for any long period of time. But accuse me of somehow being obsessed with it. It's just weird. And it's not just one group of people, it's many different people on this platform, many different sectors who are just obsessed with me. and they try to pretend that they're not. When they've mentioned me and thrown shots at me more than I ever have towards them. That's why, when I finally do take a shot back, it's just like, oh my God, how dare she? Because they're so used to be ignoring it. No, I'm not gonna keep doing that. Sorry. Gaza says, why can't women get along? Shaking my head, it's 2025. Girl, let me tell you something. YouTube is a highly competitive platform. So there will never be any sisterhood in any of these sectors. Like I don't care what sector it is, you know, they can't pretend that, oh, we all support each other. No. There's no sector on here that does not have infighting because it's the nature of YouTube. It's very competitive. And people will lie and act like they're not competing with you, but they are. So just know, if you ever jump in the YouTube game, expect the competition. It's in every sector. Almost every sector. I won't say every single sector, but most sectors. Mm-hmm. Rose says they don't think Chrissy is human. Deification gone wrong. Yeah, they think because I have a certain amount of subscribers, I'm just supposed to just ignore stuff. No, I'm not always going to ignore it. And I don't care how small the channel is. Like, if I want to respond to some shit, I'm going to respond to it. I respond to small channels, big channels, medium sized channels. It does not matter. So it is what it is. And they're quick to accuse me of not caring about black. Oh wait, y'all. Sorry. I got disconnected. Let me know if you can hear me. Y'all, my internet is acting crazy. Can y'all hear me now? Mystery No Name says she's got disconnected. Let me know. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, my internet fell off for some reason. I don't know if I need to reboot my modem or what. My internet is being ghetto. Y'all said I'm lagging? What's it sound like? It's still going in and out. I don't know if you can hear me. Y'all, my internet is acting crazy. Okay, I hear it on my end. But for some reason it says encoding overloaded. Y'all said it's better now. Okay, but anyways. Says I was going in and out before. Is it still going in and out, y'all? Yeah, for some reason it's like it's saying like the CPU. Let me try something. Let's see if that helps. I just turned off the background to see if it lowered my CPU. Y'all saying it's good now? Okay, well, I'm not going to be here much longer anyway. I think maybe I just need to restart my computer. But what else y'all want to talk about? Cuz I'm kind of done with the haters. Just know that, the people, they always want to say that I don't care about black women, and it's not about, you don't care about black women. And when I heard the divester say it was a popularity contest, that's what it is for y'all. That's what it is for y'all. Y'all the ones who, you know, every time you want to control people's content, you want people to talk about whatever it is you're talking about all the fucking time. And if they don't love black women. You don't want to allow other black women to have their lane. Several sectors on here for black women. Nobody wants to, you know, allow other people to cover the same viral topics, which is crazy to me. That's another thing that's so weird to me. Something goes viral, if you do it before them or they do it before you, the other person accuses them of copying. It's just really weird behavior. And I just, that's why this sector becomes exhausting. Because it's like, if it's about helping black women, why would you care that people are talking about the same viral topics to their audience? Like, if it's not a popularity contest, why do you care if somebody is covering the same topic that you're covering, or not talking about the same thing that you're talking about, or because they have more followers than you, and more followers, more people want to listen to them and not you? If it's not a popularity contest, why do you care about that kind of stuff? What's the reason? Ethereal Enda says, all Chrissy do is get on here and complain these days. Ma'am, are you not looking at my other content? See, this is how I know that y'all just be on here lying. And I know that, you're saying that all I do is complain. Well, if that is all you hear me do, ma'am, then that means you're flocking to videos whenever I complain. And you're not looking at the other stuff. Because there's so many other videos I've done before this one where I'm not complaining. I'm not talking about beef. I'm not talking about other content creators. I'm just doing content. I have a whole second channel I've been working on for 2 months, doing content that's completely nothing about any beef, any complaining, or anything. Do you watch that? You probably don't. Y'all are weird. But that just lets me know that's the kind of content you flock to. You flock to the quote unquote negative videos. Ethereal India, you said you love my videos, then you should know that I don't always get up on here and complain. So you can't love them that much. And see, I think Ethereal is one of those people who, you know, are drawn to the negativity even though they say they don't like it. And that I'm not just trying to pick on you. I'm just saying that it's like that for a lot of y'all. Y'all say, "Oh, I don't want to hear the negativity. I don't want to hear the complaining," but that's the only videos you click on. Why does my last video on my second channel only have 7,000 views? That's not complaining. You don't want that content though. That's boring to you because it's not me complaining. It's not the negativity. See, y'all don't want to admit what you really like. And see, I hate to generalize, but I think most people are drawn to controversy. Most people don't like the positive stuff. You just don't. And that's everybody. That's just the way it is. So it's not even just ethereal, it's most of you here. Y'all are mostly drawn to the quote unquote negativity. You don't like positive stuff. So Ethereal says, I'm saying as of late, that's all I've seen. If I'm wrong, I think, yeah, you are wrong and you need to go look at the other content. That's all. Yeah, I mean, her even saying all she watches is lives. I mean, that really says it all. Because I do other content in between. I do mostly pre-recorded videos. So, yep. Nina says, "Did y'all talk about the lady in Detroit and the freeze or ASAP and his acquittal or Onaja Robertson detained in Dubai?" Yeah, I heard about that. And, oh, wait, I can't talk about that because the divestors already talked about it. Oh, let me know. I don't want to copy them since they're the only ones that can talk about a certain topic. So maybe I shouldn't talk about that. You see how ridiculous that is? You see how ridiculous that sounds? I don't want to talk about that shit anyway, but I'm just saying. That lady is mentally ill. Like I didn't. I just never felt I never felt compelled to like talk about her. I thought she was kind of sad, to be honest. I'm not really for people trying to make an example out of like a clearly mentally ill person and trying to make it like the example of black women. But I did see where ASAP Rocky was found not guilty. What was he even on trial for? Like that's how much I wasn't keeping up with that shit either. I don't even know what the nigga was on trial for. Yeah, I hope she's safe too. But I saw that coming because I was like, oh my god, that lady, she was out here unhinged. But yeah, what was ASAP Rocky on trial for? ASAP Rocky shot his friend or some shit. Wasn't keeping up either. He shot his friend. What? Okay, I need to look into that. Because what? What? Just say y'all are crazy. Yeah, I really didn't know anything about that, to be honest. Assault with a weapon. Feel like he messed up again. Is ASAP Rocky even like a gangster? Is he gangster? Is he like, a thug? I know the way I'm saying that is crazy, but like, is he about that life? Because he just don't seem like he is. But I guess so. Yep, Mystery No Name says typical Blackistan drama. Yep. And you see why we say Rihanna chose bad? Imagine being her with two of this nigga's kids having to deal with that. Imagine how stressful that was. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, there was this whole thing about him being a pretty boy and all this stuff in the past. So he just doesn't give me like gangsta vibes. Ponyo says, hell no, he's a kept man. Oh, Cora says, yes, the ASAP is a gang. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, girl. I'm out of the loop apparently. I never knew anything about that young man other than the fact that he's Rihanna's husband. Hmm. Yeah, said Riri was desperate. She wanted kids. Yeah, possibly. Definitely. Yeah, I agree. She could have done worse, but she could have done better too. We saw the evidence of that when she was with that other dude, that non-black billionaire or whatever. Yeah, did I say he was her husband? Yeah, her baby daddy. That's what I meant. And honestly, would probably be worse if she married him. But still, like, she shouldn't have babies with him either. Yeah, I didn't know that about him. Like, I thought he okay. So I guess he is about that life. I didn't know anything about that. I wonder how much he and Rihanna had to pay in legal fees. That's my question. And was he paying it or was Rihanna paying it? Both of them. Yeah, I never got the appeal of ASAP Rocky. Never got the appeal. And then y'all was talking about how he was pretty and he was so fine. I remember a long time ago. I don't know what video that was. And I said ASAP Rocky was just okay looking, or I said he was an average black man. And when I use the word average, y'all, I'm not trying to be like funny or anything. I'm not that's not a diss. That's not a shade. Or that's not shade. That just means you look like an everyday person. You're just an average looking person like most people. It's not meant to be offensive. And there were women that actually got mad about that. Rose says, Riri paid for all them fees. Mm-hmm. Oh, Mocha Latte says, to me, Sky Jackson has the worst one. Yep. She has the worst, one of the worst ones. Sky Jackson, she just chose horribly. Um, who else was it I was looking at? Bad Baby. She chose horribly. That girl going through cancer. That nigga beating her ass. Everything else, which I don't like that bitch, but still, like going through all that. But she wanted the Blackistan experience, so that's what the fuck she got. Who else? Coil Ray. She chose horribly. The girls are just out here down bad. The men that they're choosing for their baby daddies, I just don't understand it. Yeah, Kiki Palmer. Ugh. And these are well established, high earning women, did not have to choose that way. And we know for a fact that Kiki Palmer, she didn't have to choose that way. She had other options. Now, I don't know how good or bad they were because Steve Harvey, was trying to hook her up with other people, but I don't know. But still, I'm sure somebody had to be better than Darius. It had to be. And she's on record saying that man is illiterate. He can't read or speak well. And that's who you chose to give a baby to, Kiki? Come on. That's just really sad. Yeah, Jeannie Mai. Yep. You know what? That Jeannie Mai Jeezy relationship is so fucking ghetto. That is one of the ghettoest relations. Like every time I see an update on them, I'll be like, "What is going on?" I saw was one update where they said she came to get her stuff. He left her boxes out in the rain or something. Then I think they said that mouse traps were all around her boxes. Or I was like, this relationship is ghetto and it's fucking petty. Like I don't understand. I don't understand that relationship. I don't know what's going on with them, but that's a weird, very odd relationship. The shit they be doing to each other. Because when I read that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? And then they were saying how she staged some type of video to make it seem like he had his guns laying around, which I'm like, is that true? Because they did show video of him walking around with his gun in the house. So did she stage it or are you lying about that? It's their relationship is so strange and so fucking ghetto. It's just so weird. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, Good Luck Charm says it's odd they slick be psychologically torturing each other. Yes. It just they just be fucking with each other. That's just what it looks like. Like either one narcissist fucking with the other, or maybe it's two narcissists fucking with, I don't know what's going on, but that's some weird shit. It's weird. And it's just like one thing after the other. And that's another you remember when Jeezy did that interview with Nia Long and he was talking about I love my black women and we need each other and all that shit. He was using her to get back at Jeannie. Now we know that. Well, we knew that then anyway, because I talked about it in the video. That's another one y'all got mad at. But I think more black women kind of saw through that. But yeah, they just keep fucking with each other. It's just so weird. Yaya Mayweather, that's another one. Yep, Danny Lay, bad baby, yep. Mike Diddy says, y'all know Jeezy is hood. She just got tired of cosplay as a married woman. Maybe so. But I don't know. Jeannie's weird too, though. Is she not? I don't know. She weird too. And then I was looking at that other stuff. What is that dude's name? Is his name D'Angelo Ball? Is that his name? Y'all know I'm bad with names. But anyway, that stuff going on with him and Nikki Baby, Miss Nikki Baby. I was being nosy looking at that too, and I was like, that's another situation. I feel like black women need to stay out of it. That ain't none of y'all business. That ain't none of y'all business. Especially they said that what is that nigga's name? Leangelo Ball. Yeah, that's his name. Leangelo. The new girlfriend that he's with that I guess he left Nikki for, the new girl, she said that Nikki is racist. I believe her. And I don't know nothing about the new girl. I don't know about her. But Nikki kind of always gave me that vibe. And I don't know too much about her, but she kind of always gave me that vibe. And so it was already not black women's business, but especially if this lady comes out and says, hey, she don't even fuck with niggas, that's when y'all need to stand down. It's like, I know that y'all are concerned. I think black women are too fucking empathetic. Like, and don't get me wrong, I understand. Because when I heard the story, and I was like, how he just gonna lead them kids like that? He got some new babies, new kids. But that's just what men do. Like a lot of men do that. And I feel empathy too for the children. So I understand where black women are coming from. But it's just some people you just don't need to defend, ladies. Stay out of it. This was all of these people. It was psychotical on psychotical crime. All of these people are exoticals. Leangelo, Nikki, the new girl. This ain't got nothing to do with black women. And then I saw where one of those gossip sites, it might have been the Shade Room, where they posted the little light skinned baby to try to pull at black women's heartstrings. That's another thing they do to suck y'all in. And y'all don't see what people be doing. Like, that's how they suck y'all in and get you to care more than you should. They posted that baby, and then y'all are like, oh, how could Leangelo leave that precious baby? And y'all know black women, they love them some light skinned babies with light eyes. So whoever posted that knew what they was doing. They knew when y'all saw that little light skinned baby with them light eyes, the black women was gonna be like, how dare you leave that beautiful baby? Y'all are so easy. You're so easy. Okay, fine. The new woman, she looks like an exotical to me. She looks mixedish to me. But okay, maybe I think she's blacker than Nikki. But my point is, she don't look like most of y'all in the comments under those in those gossip pages talking about how pretty the baby is and how y'all did that lady so wrong. She don't look like most of them. Son says the poor light skinned baby needs our help. That is how y'all think. Y'all saw that little baby and y'all was all in after that. Y'all was already feeling sorry for Nikki, right? Because she posted and she was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm blindsided by this. I'm just as surprised as you." He just up and laughed, and black women, how dare you? And then they get the baby. They show the baby. How dare you leave that light skinned woman and her light skinned baby? You're so wrong. Good Luck Charm says that's a dark skinned, brown skinned woman, Chrissy. Really? The picture I saw, she didn't look dark or brown. Because I went to her profile page because I was being nosy. She's dark skinned? She looked lighter skinned to me. If she is, I stand corrected, but it still ain't y'all business. Like, it don't matter what she look like. It still ain't y'all business. It still ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Let Nikki fight her own battles, especially if the girl is racist. Like, her being racist, that should have been the end of it. Like, y'all should have never gotten, especially if y'all are saying that Nikki was racist on the show she was on. I don't even remember what show she was on. But okay, y'all saying she's dark brown. Okay. I don't feel like finding the picture. I don't care that much. But my point is, no matter what color she is, like, it's not black women's business. Yeah, we're not talking about Nikki. I know Nikki. Nikki, I don't. Somebody said she's what race is she? I know she's not black, right? Or mixed with black. I don't think she is. But we're talking about the girl Leangelo left Nikki for. We're talking about her. Okay, Love and Hip Hop. See, I don't watch the reality shows anymore, but I remember I think she was on one of those shows around the time I was still kind of watching them, and I just remember getting that racist vibe from her. I don't remember everything that made me feel that way because it's been so long since I watched the show, but oh, she's Arab. Okay, Italian and Middle Eastern. Okay. Lebanese. Okay. And y'all know a lot of them people are racist and colorist. Y'all already know this. So why are black women jumping in that? And I blame some of these gossip sites too for triggering y'all, intentionally triggering y'all. I blame some of them too because they do it on purpose. Mike Diddy is trolling. He says, she's not black or human. She's a botched BBL AI bot. Lord. Haley says she told us like it's something we can do. She needs to collect her check and keep it pushing. Well, she told y'all because she knew she was gonna get sympathy. She knew that black women was gonna give her all kind of sympathy, and y'all were gonna cuss that man out on her behalf. And look, I'm not saying to don't have empathy. I understand because anytime a man, leaves his children, like I always feel bad for the kids. It don't matter who the mama is. Like I always feel bad for the kids. So I get it, but like y'all need to stop publicly saying something. Cause she wouldn't do that for you. And black women also need to learn how to just let things play out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know a lot of black women. I saw the comments and people were saying, well, black women were saying, oh, well, they were talking about the new girl. What is her name? I keep saying the new girl. I don't remember her name. But they were saying that she's gonna lose Leangelo how she got him, which I agree with. He gonna end up leaving her too, probably. So just let it happen. Lace fronts took black men out the home says yes, feel bad in private. Right. Mystery No Name says black women talk in circles. I thought we were resting. We can't stay on code to save our lives. Exactly. We always got the cape on for people who don't give a fuck about us. Mm-hmm. My race is black women. We need to start loving ourselves. All our problems exist because we lack self love. We are worthy of our own love. The world continues to show us it does not want our love. Please stop. No, they want it when it's convenient for them. They want our protection. They want our capes. They want us to go to bat for them. And it's like, no. But we're still learning. A lot of us are still learning. And I always have to remind myself that when I'm looking at places like the Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk and all these little gossip sites, it's a lot of younger black women there. And that's another reason why I like to cover those topics sometimes that are on there, because I'm capturing the younger audience. I want them to click the video so I can try to wake them up. So part of me, I be trying to help the girls. I be like, please stop embarrassing yourself. Stop doing it. Oh man. I thought about doing a video on that too, the Nikki situation, Nikki and Leangelo, but I don't feel like black women cussing me out again. I'm already, y'all already mad about the Kendrick video. So I was like, do I want to do that video right after the Kendrick video? I think I don't want to do that. But I almost did it. I almost did. I was like, no, I don't feel like being cursed out again. I'm gonna wait it out. That's so funny. Yeah, I actually don't look at those gossip sites every day. Most of the time I see stuff on there is because y'all are sending it. And then when y'all send something, then I go down the rabbit hole and I'm like, oh hell no. Pink Lady says, please make it. I don't know, girl. I don't think and another other thing is I don't have that much to say about it other than what I just said. It's just ridiculous. Joan says, and we thank you for your service. Lord knows I needed your content. Y'all think I should make the video? If you think I should make the video, put one in the chat. I'm working on website content, y'all. Don't be listen. I needed a break from being cursed out. Well, I don't think y'all want the video. Oh, I'm seeing some ones. Sydney says, one, make them mad. Yeah, I don't know if I cared enough. If I cared enough, I would have made the video like I did the Kendrick one. Like that pissed me the fuck off because I saw so many black women just caping and just not getting the point, you know. So I felt like that one was necessary, but Leangelo and Nikki, I don't know how much I care. Not y'all want the video. Dominique says if you get bored this week, make the video. Miss Felis Cata says I don't need it, but I'll watch to support. Yeah, and you know what? I do kind of like making videos too that kind of go against the grain because it shows me the people that really don't need to be here. It brings out the true colors of a lot of people that just been sitting over here hate watching and they show up and they start, getting real crazy in the comments and then, I can see them and I can block them because it was a lot of black men especially who really got angry at the last video and I was like, okay, yeah, you're cursing me out, so yeah, I'm about to block you. Like, I don't mind people disagreeing in the comments. I'll leave up a respectful disagreement, but like, if you're cussing me out, I'm blocking you. Sun says, off topic, Chrissie is the black T sector, mostly LGBTIA. It really seems that way. Mm, I don't know. I don't think so. Is it? Mike Diddy says, "Do it. I want problems." Y'all messy. Y'all are messy. And they gonna make another threat on Bum Bitch Alley, and they gonna make up some dumb shit. And Chrissy hates children. She has no empathy for light skinned children. She has no empathy for light skinned racist women like Nikki. Oh my god. I can't. Yeah, thank you for the super chat, Mike. I don't know. The story's going cold now, even though it seems like something new comes out every day. Because I've been being nosy and keeping up with it now that I'm in the rabbit hole. Oh my god, this is hilarious. I doubt I'll make the video. Like Dominique said, if I get bored, I might make it, but I got other shit to do. Adonis wants justice. A video about something else, maybe. Well, y'all let me know. Put some requests in. I mean, I'll see. And if you want me to cover a topic, the best thing to do is send the information to askchrissy@gmail.com and send complete information. Because somebody sent the whole drama about the human talk thing on TikTok. And I'm still trying to like figure out what all is going on with that and what I'm supposed to be reacting to. I don't know. I kind of understand what's going on, but it's just, I don't know. But when y'all send me a video request, make sure you're sending like complete information. Cause I'll be lost. Like if I don't know what's going on, I'll be like, what the hell is this? And then I notice like on like TikTok, especially when y'all send me TikToks, it's like it's hard to find like the original video. So if you send me something you want me to make a video on that's on TikTok, try to send me the original video so I can know what's going on. Cause with the human talk thing, like I'm still like trying to catch up because I don't know where it all started, you know. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit? It's a lot of shit on TikTok. A lot of very interesting stuff on TikTok. Son says you have to comment on the girls coming for us. They mad. What girls? What are you talking about? Are you talking about human talk or something else? Oh, trans women? What they saying? I ain't heard nothing about them in a while. Bubblegum Princess says that's because it's still ongoing. Yeah, I figured that. I figured that. Yeah, TikTok is messy, girl. But if you go down the rabbit hole of some of those topics, oh my god, you'll be stuck on there. Sometimes I'm like, I've been scrolling on here for an hour. Let me get my ass off of here. Wasting my damn time. It's called Hillman Talk. Hillman Talk. If I feel compelled to talk about it, I will in a future video. I don't know. I have to get caught up first. Anyway, y'all, it's been 2 hours. It was fun. It was fun. Um, I don't know. Hopefully, I can be uncanceled. Hopefully, I can get uncanceled. If not, oh well. Y'all just gonna keep hating me, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm gonna come on here and tell the truth, though. I'm gonna come on here and tell the truth. I'm gonna come on here and clap back if I want to clap back, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I want, and there's nothing anybody else can do about it. So yeah, like I said earlier, make sure you follow the second channel. I am going to start posting over there that is complimentary to the channel because it just needs to be up first. Like, so I'm finishing up with that. That's my priority right now, but I will come through and do videos on this channel in the meantime if it's something I feel compelled to talk about. I'll go live too, like I did tonight, and talk about stuff. So, T Wife and T says, I don't like when you clap back, Chrissy. Well, girl, I'm sorry. You can skip those videos if you want to. I'm gonna keep clapping back if I want to. So, y'all not always gonna like everything I say, and that's okay. Y'all not gonna like all my content, and that's okay. But just know, not every video is going to be clapping back. You know, I do real content too. I do real content all the time. But if that's all you want to see, you got to watch it. You know, you got to watch it. So anyway, get on the mailing list if you want to be notified of the new website content that is coming up. Y'all will get first dibs. Anybody on the mailing list will get first dibs. Also, if you're interested in any past content that I put on the website, I will be doing a flash sale next month sometime per your request. A lot of people, well, it was actually not, I won't say a lot, but it was quite a bit of my regular followers who didn't get to purchase the website videos during Christmas time when I had a sale then. And so there were a few of you who were saying you should do something around tax time. That's when I'll have the money. So definitely doing a tax sale next month. So look forward to that. Kim Shady says, I'm messy. I like the clapbacks. Yeah, I can tell by your name. I feel like I do a little something here on this channel for everybody, you know? So enjoy. Zanaya says, girl, we ain't got no money. Well, that's why I do free content for y'all who don't have the money. Whether you listening to my free content or my paid content, it's all helpful. So you don't have to have any money. I'm still going to do free content, y'all. I'm still going to do public content. Rose says, I like to see Chrissy defending herself. Imagine not standing up to a bunch of losers. Oh, I'm going to stand up for myself. You better believe it. But anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the mailing list. The link is in the description box. I'll see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.